to some injury news and some pretty significant names for some clubs around the OHL dealing with the injury bug. We're going to start in Windsor, which this was really tough to see pop up on our timelines when it did, March 4th to be exact. But Ethan Belchetz of the Windsor Spitfires out indefinitely after suffering a broken left clavicle. It sounds like it's the rest of the year, including playoffs. I hope I'm wrong, and maybe the Spitfires make a deep run and we see him for a West final or an OHL final. That remains to be seen. But that was, again, that was tough to see as a fan of the game. And someone who enjoys watching the Windsor Spitfires play hockey, play rough, physical Western Conference hockey. And for this man, 59 points in 57 games. He scored 34 goals and added 25 assists. It sucks.
Yeah, no, that's horrible.
I probably shouldn't be laughing, but like that's all I can say is it sucks. Like I don't know what else to say other than that. Like it's just, you like watching these guys play, and you know, it's these now with the NCAA and guys are leaving the league earlier.
You don't know, right?
You want to see them play as much as possible. Like Matthew Schaefer, I would have loved to see a full year Matthew Schaefer. He kept getting hurt though, so like we knew he was going to be in the NHL when he was 18. So it's like, well, okay, when he got hurt, well, that's the last we've seen of him, unfortunately. And you just get so upset or PO'd because you don't get to see them again. And do I think Belchetz has played his last game as Windsor Spitfire? No, I don't. But what if something changes? You don't know. Like it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is nowadays. And yeah, when we had Hunter Jones on, right, he was thinking the same thing. And it's really unfortunate because not only is he only in year number 2, and you're thinking, oh, what big impact could he have on a contending team? Well, Ethan Belchetz has a big impact on the Windsor Spitfires and their scoring.
Absolutely.
To not have him in the playoffs is a really tough blow.
Yeah, no, Ethan Belchetz is a legitimate weapon for the Windsor Spitfires, obviously, and I think that's tough. Take 59 points out of your lineup now, right? Like 34 goals, like that's a tough loss. You never want to see that. It's the worst part about the game. You got to deal with injuries, and it sucks. It's not fair sometimes, and I hope all the best for Ethan Belchetz. I know we talked with Joey Costanzo a couple weeks ago, and we talked about the mental health coaches and stuff like that. And hopefully everything's good with Ethan Belchetz there. I know Windsor has a lot of good, they have a lot of good options there in the organization. So I'm not too worried about that, but those are tough. It sucks to have to go through an injury and a rehab. It's horrible to go through. So all the best and hopefully a speedy recovery for Ethan. I mean, that's horrible to go through. I know that's a tough loss for everybody. And I feel like, and honestly, the part that sucks is too, like probably Ethan feels the worst out of it, you know, like he probably feels horrible, like, and that's unfortunate. So I hope for a speedy recovery for Ethan Belchetz. I mean, he's a great player and it's unfortunate to see.
Yeah. Also of note, a big name, Jett Luchanko, Philadelphia Flyers prospect, is out for week to week. Is what we've received from Spencer Hyman. It does sound like he is going to be ready for the playoffs, so nobody panic in Bulldog land. Nobody panic in Flyer land. Jett Luchanko will be ready for the playoffs from our understanding. That's just a piece you'd love to have in your lineup down the stretch to not only clinch the division, clinch the conference, clinch the Hamilton Spectator Trophy to get home ice throughout the playoffs. Just and you can see it in the face-off results for the Bulldogs. You can see it that their wins have gone down. When you look at the final stats after a game, they're not as high as they usually are, and that's because Jett Luchanko's not in the lineup.
Yeah, if he was, it's unfortunate for Jett. I mean, I don't know if it's as serious as week to week. I expect it to truly be, and obviously he's already served 10 days, so it could be out of day to day any day now. I truly expect, like, if it was a playoff game, he would be playing right now. It's more of I think it's more of a precautionary week to week, and like I said, it's already been 10 days, so it's already been over day to day status. So that's why you had to switch it to week, which is 2 to 4 weeks. So honestly, he could return in 4 days, or he could return in the playoffs. I would expect the playoffs, so I don't expect him to play in the regular season if he doesn't have have to. He will definitely not play. And it's interesting. I don't know if it had anything to do, and I honestly have no idea about this. I wish I would have asked about this, but I have no idea if this injury's been lagging for a while, because they switched him to the wing for like 2 weeks before he's been sidelined now, and they switched him to the wing. And I wonder if that has anything to do with it, because I know before he had a wrist injury before in years prior, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I have no clue what it is. Just no upper body, and it's week to week, but he's already served it's going to be 2 weeks on Monday.
Yeah.
So yesterday. So it's already been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's been 14 days already. He's been out, so he could return any day if you had to. It could be back to day, but I don't expect it to be back if he doesn't have to be.
Yeah. If the Bulldogs start clinching, then there's no reason to bring him back whatsoever.
Yeah, I think it's more a day-by-day thing. It's precautionary.
Yeah. And then Ryan Roobroeck with the Niagara Ice Dogs, who are clinging onto 6th place with the Kingston Frontenacs right on their tail. Just a 1-point separation between 6th and 7th place in the Eastern Conference, which that's the difference between you playing a division winner and playing the 3 seed, which it's between 3 still. It's between Ottawa, Brantford, and the Barrie Colts, obviously. Now there is a certain separation between first, and it's weird because with Brantford and Ottawa, it's between first and third, whereas Barrie, it's first or second. It doesn't really make a difference, or I guess it could be second and third for Brantford and Ottawa, but just again, let's get rid of that, please. Brian Crawford, if you're out there, let's get rid of the division winner automatically getting the top 2 spot. Although the Colts do have more points than Ottawa, so it is worth it. If you have that amount of points, you definitely should be up there, of course, but it shouldn't be automatic. So, but Ryan Roobroeck, 30 goals and 58 points in 49 games for the Ice Dogs. He's missed a dozen for Niagara. Playoff bound, potentially, for Roobroeck to come back. We don't really have much more than that. Lower body. But other than that, they've done a pretty nice job keeping it quiet. Or keeping it under wraps, I should say.
Yeah, no, they have, and I believe this is one, if it was a postseason, he'd be playing in Ryan Roobroeck. Draft year, you don't want to miss playoff games, but yeah, the guy's got 58 points in 49 games. It speaks for itself, his numbers, right? What he means to the Ice Dogs team. He is their number 1 offensive contributor on the power play. Him, Riley Patterson, Ethan Zada are the forwards up front that are going to shoot the puck. And I think for Ryan Roobroeck, he's the leader in that department for them. I mean, he does a lot for them in the goal scoring department. He's a natural goal scorer. When he came into the league, right? Like, I think with this one, it's definitely tough. But I truly believe if it was a postseason, he'd be playing. And the Ice Dogs got to get winning. The Ice Dogs got to get winning game.
Yeah, absolutely. Or else they will find themselves in 7th and facing a division winner. So, and he's the one that could maybe extend series or contribute to an upset.